something strange is happening in the depths of space. Astronomers have detected enormous glowing rings, perfectly circular structures, stretching across millions of light years. They don't emit visible light. They don't match any known galaxy shape. And yet, there they are, silently expanding in the dark. At first, scientists thought it was a glitch, a distortion in the data. But then, more appeared. Now, these mysterious objects are known as odd radio circles, or ORCs. No one knows exactly what created them. Some say they're the aftermath of ancient galactic explosions. Others think they could be shockwaves from supermassive black holes, or something far more mysterious. Whatever they are, they shouldn't exist, and that's what makes them so fascinating. It all began in 2019. Astronomer Anna Kapinska, working with the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder, better known as ASCAP, was studying deep space radio data when she noticed something unusual. A massive circular shape appeared in her observations, faint but perfectly round. At first, she thought it was a calibration error, some kind of interference from the telescope itself. But it wasn't. Soon, more of these strange rings began to appear in the data. They weren't stars, they weren't galaxies, and they certainly weren't artifacts from the instruments. They were real, colossal bubbles of radio energy, each hundreds of thousands of light years across. Since then, only a handful have been found. But each new discovery confirms one thing. These odd radio circles are among the most mysterious structures ever detected in our universe. Odd radio circles, or ORCs, are among the strangest structures ever detected in the cosmos. They're not galaxies, not nebulae, not even remnants of supernova explosions. They are something entirely different. To the naked eye, the region of space where an ORC exists looks completely empty. But when astronomers observe it with a radio telescope, a vast glowing circle suddenly appears, a perfect ring of energy suspended in the void. These circles emit only radio waves, invisible frequencies that can only be detected with specialized instruments. That's why they went unnoticed for so long. Each one seems to form a hollow shell, sometimes centered around a faint galaxy, almost as if that galaxy triggered whatever event created the ring. And they're enormous. Some ORCs span over 1 million light years, 10 times the size of the Milky Way. Imagine a sphere of energy so large it could swallow hundreds of galaxies, yet so faint we can barely detect it. Even today, no one knows what's powering them. Are they expanding shockwaves, the scars of ancient cosmic violence, or something completely new, a phenomenon that challenges the limits of astrophysics itself? The mystery of the odd radio circles has sparked countless debates among scientists, because every explanation we have feels incomplete. The first theory points to massive galactic explosions, the kind that occur when two galaxies collide or when a black hole devours too much matter at once. Such a cataclysm could send shockwaves rippling through intergalactic space, creating a spherical shell visible only in radio light. It sounds reasonable, but the symmetry of these rings is almost too perfect. Another idea suggests ORCs are the remains of ancient radio jets, enormous streams of particles once ejected from the poles of a supermassive black hole. Over millions of years, those jets could have inflated into giant bubbles that now appear as circles from our point of view. But again, there's a problem. Most ORCs show no trace of those jets nearby. Some researchers think they could be ghosts of ancient galaxies, fading remnants of energy from a time when those galaxies were more active. Others push the limits further, wondering if we're seeing ripples in space-time itself, echoes of cosmic events beyond our current understanding. Every ORC discovered seems to follow its own rules, as if each one carries a different story about the universe. And maybe, hidden in those rings, is a message from an era we've never witnessed. Then, in October 2025, astronomers made a discovery that stunned the scientific community. Using the Mir-KAT radio telescope in South Africa, they detected the strongest odd radio circle ever recorded. This new ORC is a monster, nearly 2 million light-years wide, twice the size of the Milky Way, and glowing brighter in radio energy than any found before. At its center lies a distant galaxy, the likely source of whatever triggered this cosmic ring. But here's the mystery. Nothing in that galaxy seems powerful enough to create it. No visible explosion, no trace of a merger, no evidence of recent activity. The radio signal suggests an event so energetic it could rival the output of billions of stars combined. Yet the aftermath is perfectly silent. For every answer this discovery offered, it raised twice as many questions. And it confirmed one thing beyond doubt. These circles are not random. Something extraordinary is happening out there, and we're only beginning to see it. At first glance, ORCs might look like just another strange anomaly, but they could be something far more important. Each of these rings may represent a record of cosmic history, a fossilized echo of how galaxies form, evolve, and interact. By studying their radio emissions, scientists can map invisible forces like magnetic fields and charged particles that stretch across intergalactic space. It's a way of seeing the universe not as it looks, but as it behaves. ORCs also reveal how little we truly understand about energy on the largest scales. If a single event can create something a million light years wide, what kind of forces are we dealing with? How often do they happen? And could they still be happening today, silently shaping the universe around us? In a way, these mysterious circles are more than just puzzles. They're reminders that the cosmos is alive, dynamic, violent, and full of secrets. Every time we look deeper, we realize the universe isn't quiet at all. It's still ringing with the echoes of its own creation. And now, the real search begins. Around the world, new generations of telescopes are coming online. From the upgraded ASKAP in Australia to the upcoming Square Kilometre Array, a project so massive it will be the most powerful radio observatory ever built. These instruments will scan the skies with unprecedented precision, capable of detecting even the faintest ripples of radio light from billions of light years away. If ORCs are more common than we think, scientists expect to find hundreds of them hidden in the cosmic background. Each new detection could help reveal the missing pieces, the moment of creation, the source of the energy, or maybe something completely unexpected. But there's also a sense of wonder and caution, because every time we find one of these circles, it feels less like we're observing a simple object and more like we're intercepting a signal, a message written in the oldest language there is, the whisper of the universe itself. Somewhere, far beyond the reach of any light, a ring of invisible energy keeps expanding, its edge stretching silently through the darkness. We don't know who or what started it. We only know it's still moving, still echoing across the void, as if the universe itself were breathing. Maybe one day we'll understand what these circles truly mean, but until then, they remind us of one thing, that the cosmos is still full of mysteries, waiting for someone brave enough to listen. If you love diving into the unknown, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you think these cosmic rings really are.